Hi guys, we're at Bartlett Lake today, and you're watching Fishing with Gary Sempt in Arizona. So today we're fishing heavy, extremely rock piles, and with the normal Carolina rig, you would be getting hung up a lot. So let me show you what I'm using. Before I do this, let me look at my handy dandy barometer. So barometer is very, very good when it's falling. So we're falling right now, and so that's a good thing. I got some clouds out. So what I'm using is a banana-shaped sinker, and that's just floating up and down on the line onto a bead. I have a bead and two bobber stoppers. I'm using a very short leader. In fact, I may shorten that a little bit more because I like this to be real short, only about 14 inches, 12, 14 inches. This is a 5150 craw, and these are just like they're worms, but now they're making crawdads, so these float. So you can imagine that thing floating down there underneath, standing straight up like this. So let's give this a try and see what we can do. As you can see, if you were fishing in this on a normal Carolina rig, you would be getting stuck. So I noticed that the fish are in about 12, 14 feet of water. So I'm in 15 feet now. So I'm not gonna cast it right up on the shore because I could give you a hint. The shallower you cast, the more you get stuck, all right? So let's see how this does. Drag set kind of loose. We have lots and lots of rocks along here, and what we're going to do is just drift down this shoreline, and when we get to a point, then we'll go around it. So I now put my boat in 25 feet of water. Now naturally in Bartlett you catch a lot of little fish, but usually with a Carolina rig you can catch bigger fish. Let's give it a try. Since we have a cloudy day, these fish should be a lot shallower. Well, we have another boater coming up, so we're probably going to have to stop and go back up another way. We got people in front of us and behind us. So we're just going along the shoreline, just bumping these rocks. Just this little banana weight, I can let it just keep going down, 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 deeper, 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 deeper. I'm in 17, 18 feet of water. And what I'm doing is just bumping these rocks. Just bump, bump, bump. Okay, there's a little tap right there. There he is. So I'm only in 18 feet of water, so I'm still gonna take my time with this fish. He should be coming up right here. Oh, whoa. I thought he was a little fish, but he's not. He's pretty good size. There he comes. That's a nice one. That's a nice Bartlett Lake bass. So, whoa, look at that, guys. That's a nice fish for Bartlett Lake. Right in the top of the mouth, right where it's supposed to be. There's my crawdad, there's my fish right there. 5150 Craws. So, that's a good little fish here. Looks like he's in good shape. No crawdads in his throat, so we're just gonna release him. Swim away, guy. I always, even in 18 feet of water, I like to make sure that that fish is swimming when I let go of him. We're just going down the bank. It seems like all these fish are, I'm just using a Texas rig 2-aught worm. I just hook it right back in there and just run it back in. Now some guys will skin hook that just a little bit on the outside there just to keep them from getting caught in all this rock. So we're just going down the bank, hitting all this rocky stuff, all these trees. So let me make a few more casts. I like to be about 10 feet of water is what I like to be, because that's where I've been catching them. That one came out at 18 feet. So we're just gonna, this little weight, this banana weight, I'm telling you that I've just started using this and it just pops over those rocks. I mean, so sweet, just bounce, bounce. You can see how it's curved like a banana. I haven't been going into the real big coves because there hasn't been much fish in the back, but these little tiny coves with the rock in them, I've been catching fish in them. Plus I'm out of the wind and you can hear me a lot better. Yep, just went over a nice tree or a, boy, if you can go through a tree, if you go through a tree with this Carolina rig, man, that's even better. Hitting rocks, you want to be hitting rocks or trees. That's just bouncing right through there. Sometimes I could take this thing and just pitch this right up to the tree like that, and I'll catch one. And I'll just work that right on back. I'm just going to let it drop as I just work this right on down. Boy, you can just feel this just bumping on the rocks. Oh, there's a bite right there. Boy, you notice when I set that hook, it doesn't take a big old setting sweep, just pop it. Just pop that and you can hook those things every time. Oh, he's pulling too. Oh, he's not a giant, but what a nice Bartlett Lake fish. I mean, look at this. Uh-oh. Oh, don't worry. The crawdad floats. So watch what happens. Any normal crawdads, they sink. Right on the top of the mouth, just a nice little 1.5-pound fish. Okay, I want the cameraman. I'm going to let him on this side. Kind of gets, watch over here, Bob. There's my fish, my crawdad right here. You don't lose your bait. We'll let him go. You can get your crawdad back. You can get all your 5150 worms back. They use a very high grade plastic, and there's garlic inside the plastic when they shoot this. You can't go wrong. When the fish bites on it, for those of you don't set the hook, you get a little bit more edge to that. Folks, if I can reiterate just a little bit to you, I'm just going to go in 1/4 inch, just like that. Slide that up on the keeper and thread that right back in. Make sure that bait is straight, okay? About 80% of the people I fish with every week, they can't set the hook. It doesn't take that big hook set. All you got to do is snap it. That's all you have to do. If you're brand new to fishing and you're losing a lot of fish, just snap a real quick snap. Excuse me. Boy, he was mad. It's just that real quick pop, and get used to that. If you can do that, you will land 70% more fish. Give that a try. Just a quick little snap. When I get another bite, I'm going to show you, because they hang on to these baits, so I got time to show you that. So I'm at the back here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out to this side and try this steep side. This looks like it's pretty steep. I like these banks in the wintertime, these steep banks, because the fish like to come out of the middle of these coves and just kind of move up to feed on crawdads. I like this color. I like using. Oh, missed him. Yeah, that was a quick bite. I wasn't expecting that, but there's what they do after you get a quick bite. I was not expecting that quick of a bite. Usually have to work it a little bit further down. All right, let's try it again. Nice steep bank. We're just going to take and just work our way. Stay out a little ways. Those fish are in 10, 12 feet of water. Remember, you don't have to be right on the bank. They're out a ways, you know. The temperature of the water today is 86 degrees, and sometimes I got to lift up. Now there's another way that I set this hook. And maybe you could do that too. So I'm throwing about 10 feet from the bank. I'm letting it go down. Just like that, it's sinking, sinking. Now it's on the bottom. So once it gets on the bottom, I'm letting that line kind of go down a little bit. And then I'm just kind of work it in just a little bit at a time. These fish are still slow. If you got to fish slow, just like the wintertime, I'm finding out that the slower you go, the better it is. And I'm not a very slow person, so I'm just letting that go to the bottom. And every once in a while, I'll kick this trolling motor along. I'm starting to see fish in 18 feet of water, so let's give this another try. Again, you can see, you can buy these at Bass Pro Shop. You probably have a good name, but the weight's there, and then you got a piece of metal sticking out, and then it comes out to the top. But I just call it, I've always called it a banana weight. I'm just gonna go with that. Probably has a real name. So we're just gonna cast it out again. Let it go down. Now I'm seeing more fish in 18, 20 feet of water, right under the boat. So let's just kind of move along. Boy, look at the rock here. Man, it's just bouncing over that rock. That's what you just fix it. If I was using my normal Carolina rig, I would be stuck, guaranteed, in this rock. Look at this. My tungsten weight would be going down in those rocks right and left. By the way, this is lead. This is not tungsten, so it's not as expensive. It's nice and easy. Just throw it out there. Going down, going down. One thing I like to do too is once it hits the bottom, I like to sit there just for a minute, let it sit there, because the crawdads are not active that much. So once it's down the bottom, I'll just reel up real slow and just kind of work that back, just bouncing over the rocks. Boy, one thing I do, folks, is I watch that graph religiously. So I threw it out at shore, but like I said, I'm seeing a lot of fish in 18, 20, 21 feet now. So I'm just gonna keep going along here. Bouncing these rocks, I'm going to go down to 20 feet. And there are quite a few fish down here. So I'm in the middle of a cove right here, so it's just bouncing. All right, there's my bite. Watch. One quick jerk like that, and you got your fish. That's all you have to do. You can't just pull it and expect that fish to get hooked. Okay, now this one I got a lot deeper. Oh, my rod's bending over pretty good. Oh, it's coming in. If you just take your time. Ooh, oh, that's a nice one, isn't it? Look at that. The Bartlett Lake, that's a good fish. Maybe it's one of those days where the barometer's falling. Come on, buddy. Whoa. That wasn't good. Light line. The thing I guess saved all my stuff. Broke the line, but anyway, nice little Bartlett fish. Look at that. Nice chunky. Look how much weight they're putting on. Wow. Pretty good. Let's let this guy go back down. Come back down there, buddy. I always watch, like I said, I always watch behind. Now I get to re-rig this again. So all it was a hook, a weight, and a bead. So that's about enough of that one. I'm gonna try something else, but I just want to thank you for watching my channel, and please subscribe to the videos if you can. It just takes a minute. Thanks again. You've been watching Fishing with Gary Sempt.